I recently purchased the sound machine to help me get to sleep when I'm traveling, and I bought it because every Saturday night at a hotel without fail, it is a party all night long. I can hear kids running through the hallway, I can hear people partying in the room next door. It just doesn't end. And this is fine because they are having their weekend and I'm having mine. But I'm usually there for an art show, so I need to have my beauty sleep. And this is where the sound machine comes into play. I'll select the track that sounds like a rainstorm in the middle of a jungle, and I will drift away into another dimension. The only problem with this is that after a couple hours, the track starts to repeat itself in short little increments, so I keep getting the same sound of thunder over and over and over. And this exact thing happened to me recently when I was doing a show in Sacramento, California. I had been sleeping like a baby, and then after a couple hours, like always, the rain track started repeating itself over and over and over. And in an attempt to turn it off or change the track, I reached out in the dark to the nightstand, and the sound machine wasn't there anymore. This made me start to panic a little bit, so I hopped out of bed and I turned the lights on, and it was so weird because the bed was actually moved a few feet farther from the wall, and the sound machine wasn't on the nightstand anymore. It was up on top of the headboard of the bed. And now that I'm in full panic mode, I have to check and make sure there's no one else in this room with me. So I check the only place there could possibly be somebody, underneath the bed. So I get down on all fours and I lift up the sheets, and I see a rotting skeleton with glowing eyes staring back at me. And I start to scream. And as I'm screaming, I slowly wake up in my hotel bed with the sound machine on repeat with paper thin walls. And I fall back to sleep, giggling about how funny it is that all the neighbors probably heard me screaming like a little girl in my sleep in the middle of the night.